We set off at 6 in the morning and arrived at Pápa Air Base by 8, where we got to attend their family day. There was also a very special program lined up, and I'm going to take you through the whole experience. An interesting detail is that most people get around the airfield by bicycle, simply because it's so practical. That's why you may have noticed that they even have dedicated bike lanes here. And there it is, our ride for today. We'll be taking off in it very soon. Construction of Pápa Air Base began in 1936, and today it is the only military airfield in Western Hungary. And this is the Boeing C-17 Globemaster, our transport for the day. At 9:45, we began getting ready for check-in. After a quick roll call, we were taken into a room where we received a short safety briefing. And naturally, earplugs were also required. Throughout the day, the aircraft completed 3 separate 30-minute flights. We were part of the second group. While the previous group was leaving the aircraft, we were led toward it in single file. The engines were kept running, so it would not have been particularly ideal for someone to accidentally wander behind them. Then we took our seats on board. As you can see, the seats are arranged in 4 rows, although it doesn't always look like this. The entire interior can be reconfigured depending on what the aircraft is being used for. After all, this is a cargo plane, and it usually carries much more than just passengers. It can transport all kinds of equipment and vehicles as well. And while they close up the aircraft behind us, I should answer the question everyone is probably wondering about. Who exactly pays for all this? In 2008, the Strategic Airlift Capability, or SAC, was established as an independent multinational program. 12 countries decided to work together and jointly purchased 3 C-17 aircraft. All 3 of these C-17s are based here at Pápa Air Base, but they are operated collectively by the 12 participating nations. Each country has personnel stationed here, with around 150 people working at the base in total. So the aircraft are not Hungarian. They carry Hungarian military markings because that was part of the agreement, and the aircraft are officially registered in Hungary. Meanwhile, a Dutch soldier checked that we had actually fastened our seatbelts. Then we started taxiing toward the runway, and it was almost time for takeoff. So the aircraft are jointly owned, and the available flight hours are divided between the participating countries. Each country is allocated a certain number of hours, which it can use whenever and however it chooses. The loadmasters, who are responsible for safely operating the cargo area, attach themselves to the aircraft with safety harnesses and then open the rear ramp. Apart from takeoff and landing, this is how we flew for the entire journey. With the back of the aircraft open, the view was incredible the whole way. We saw Sümeg Castle, passed over several villages, and flew above Lake Balaton. So, apologies to all the sailors down there. And thanks to whoever filmed us and posted the video on TikTok. Here are a few incredible facts about the aircraft. It can carry around 135,000 liters of fuel, giving it a range of roughly 10,000 kilometers. That is about enough to fly from Pápa to Afghanistan and back. If we work that out like car fuel consumption, it comes to around 1,350 liters per 100 kilometers. And here I am complaining that my Suzuki uses 7. The 12 participating nations are Bulgaria, Estonia, Finland, Hungary, Lithuania, the Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Romania, Slovenia, Sweden, and of course the United States. By pure coincidence, our seats were directly above the landing gear, so we could look outside and watch the entire landing from just a few centimeters away. I have to say, the whole flight was an absolutely incredible experience. There is really nothing else quite like it. The closest comparison I can think of is that flying on this aircraft feels a little like traveling on the metro. Afterwards, we left the aircraft and had just over an hour to keep ourselves occupied, since the third group still had their 30-minute flight ahead of them. In the meantime, though, we could take a look at the route we had flown. As you can see, we completed a nice circular route. We flew all the way down to Lake Balaton, turned north near Tihany, and then landed back at Pápa. Once the flights were finished, the aircraft had to undergo the required safety inspection. It was a real honor that we were the first group that day to be allowed back on board and take a look inside the cockpit. There were Swedish, Dutch, and American service members on the aircraft, and every single one of them was incredibly friendly. They also told us a little more about the plane.
So, up here you're in the captain's seat on the left. So you're the aircraft commander, normally sits to the left, and you're the co-pilot. So and back here we have 2 more seats if there are more people that want to be up here, or also if we go into like dangerous places like Iraq or whatever. It's normally we have people here to look out through the windows. We have long working days. We have the bunks in the back. So normally we can be 3 pilots, for example. So we have 2 people flying, and then the third one will be resting in the bunk, and then you switch out. So that way we can work.
All these black strips you can see on the floor are anti-slip surfaces. After all, slipping inside an aircraft like this and falling a few thousand meters would be rather unfortunate. As you can see, there are also plenty of attachment points for carabiners, which means almost anything can be securely fastened almost anywhere inside the aircraft. After that, we took one last look at the aircraft, said goodbye, and hopefully we'll meet again right here at the end of next summer.